Hey students, it's time to make your period 2 Google My Map. So first you need to find your Google My Map. To do that, you can click on the link in your directions or go to Google My Maps. Make sure that you're logging in with the same Gmail that you signed up with last time, and then click on your map. Check to make sure that you've added another layer. If you've not done that, then you need to add the layer here and name it period 2. If you follow the last tutorial, you should already have that done. Then you're going to click on period 2, just so that when you start adding things into this map, it will go on to period 2 in that layer. The first thing you're asked to outline is the Persian Empire. Here's a map of the Persian Empire. You can see it spans a great distance, almost to India, up around the Caspian Sea, and a little bit into Greece, down into Africa. So you want to outline that the best of your ability. Come on over here. We're going to zoom in a little bit. Grab your add a line and start outlining that. If you would like to make your period 1 not visible so that it doesn't get in the way, you can do that by simply clicking off of your period 1 check mark. I'll do that here in just a minute. And once again, you don't have to make these perfect. You're just getting the general location and outline of where the Persian Empire is. And then once you're ready to end the line, just click on where you started and label it Persian Empire. Once you have it labeled, your directions say that you should use the definition on pages 87 through 100 to fill in information about these key empires. So I'm going to give you some time to do that. If you want to pause the video, you can go ahead and do it now, or we'll outline all of the empires and then you can go back into it. So your next empire is the Han Empire. So we're going to come up here, press save on the Persian Empire so that it saves it. When you're ready to go back to add that in, you just press that little edit button there. I'm also going to come over here real quick and get rid of period 1. Just unclick that, and then you won't have to see that one for right now. Okay, so Han Empire. Let's check that one out. Here's your Han Empire. That's not very big. Let's try this one. There we go. So it's pretty much in the same area as the Chinese River Valley. We're just going to add this to it as well. So let's go right over there and look at that one more time and just get the general vicinity. You're going to go up here to add a line and start outlining about where Han China was. And then label it Han China. You can come back and put the details in later. Next, we have the Mauryan and Gupta Empires. Any guesses about where those are? You should know about where they are. You guessed it, India. All right, so we have a couple of different maps here to choose from. This one's pretty good right here. But as you know, and have probably guessed, the Gupta will be very similar. So the Gupta is a little bit smaller on the top of India here. So what we're going to do is come on over here and add a line. As long as you know those are both Indian, then that's the main important factor there. So go ahead and outline that. And just note that those were at different time frames. You can add in information about those empires later as well. We're going to go to the Greek city-states. We all know that Greece is over here. You can add your line and just outline Greece over here. Okay, next you have the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire is quite massive. I'm going to leave this map up here for you for a little bit so that you can just look at it. It starts over here in northern Africa, so that's where I would start my line. And bring it around northern Africa, underneath the Mediterranean and the top of where modern day Egypt is. Bring it over into where Syria is. It encompasses all of Turkey. And then you can just bring your line across here. You don't have to make these little dips. About up here, and then don't forget to get the bottom part of Britain. Bring your line around Spain and then connect it again. And label it Roman Empire. Since the Roman Empire covers over the Persian a little bit, what I would do is go up here to your box. Once you have saved it and titled it Roman Empire, you can change the color of the shading. So come over here, and I think I'm going to do red or this pink color here. That shows up pretty good. You can make it a little bit transparent if you want, and maybe make it a little thicker border. That way you can differentiate between the Persian right here and the Roman Empire, since it's at different times. Next, we have the Mayans and the Aztecs. So if you look at this little map that I pulled up for you here, the Mayans are the green and the Aztecs are the purple. And then we have Teotihuacan right here. So let's see. Let's go back to our map and go on over to North America. Once you get up close, go grab your line tool and trace around where Mayan city-states would be. Somewhere around there. And then label it Mayan city-states. Then you're going to come over here and draw another line for the Aztecs, which are right about here. And that city is mentioned in the key concepts. Here's how you spell it. And just copy and paste it into your description. All right, at this time you have all the key empires done. You just need to make sure to go back and put in your definitions from pages 87 through 100. But before we do that, we're going to go on to Confucianism And we need to know where Confucianism starts. To do that, I would look up a spread of Confucianism map so that you kind of get an idea about where Confucianism begins and where it goes. This one's a pretty clear, oh, that's Buddhism. Never mind. That's not going to help you on this question, but it will probably help you on a later question. That one's good, but it's really tiny. Okay, this is the best map I can find. Basically, it starts in China and then spreads out throughout Asia. So if you come over here to your map, go all the way over here to China, and I'm going to use a little marker for this. Click on this area and type in Confucianism starts. You can put the date in there if you want to get really fancy. And we also have to identify what is filial piety. So I'm going to give you a second to come up with that answer. Once you've typed it in there, you can save it. I'm going to show you what I showed you on the last one about changing these icons. Let's see if we can find one for religion. Let's see what they have. Places. That's not what I want. Well, pick one that you think would go with Confucianism. I'm going to use this one because it's got chopsticks in it. And I'm going to change it to blue. No, purple. There you go. Okay, so Confucianism starts. I have my answer for filial piety in there. And I'm going on to the next one. Mark where Buddhism starts and date it. Ooh, that's important. We should probably put a date in for Confucianism as well. Then you're going to mark where Christianity starts, Judaism, Hinduism, Daoism, and Islam. So let's get that done. Christianity. You don't know? Let's go over here and Google it. Oh, there's your date for you, 1st century AD in the Roman Empire. You can put a little marker. And I'm going to change my little icon. I wonder if there's a cross. Let's see. When I typed in cross to the filter, this is where it comes up. So even though that stands for medical services, I'm still going to use it for this one. It's close enough. And Judaism, as well as all these other religions. I'm not going to show you each one just because I'm running out of minutes on my Screencastify, and I want to show you the trade routes. So make sure to pause this video and fill in the markers for each one of those. Now that you've filled in all of your religions, we're going to start with the Silk Road. Here's the gist of the Silk Road. We know that it was more than just one road, but it basically is going to connect China over here with Constantinople. So let's grab a line and start drawing across this area. To stop your line, you just simply hold it over until the little cross becomes the hand, and then you'll be able to stop that line. Tune in for part 2 because I'm about out of time.